So, chicken breast or chicken thigh, the dark meat or the white meat. What I've done in this video is I've compared them side by side so that you can make the best decision for you. So as I've been looking around at some of the other information that's out there about chicken breasts and chicken thighs, everyone pretty much just says chicken breasts are obviously better for you because they're leaner. But does leaner meat mean it's healthier? Does leaner meat mean that it's better for you? Does it mean that it's going to help you meet your goal? I don't know. That depends on what your goal is, where you're at in your life right now. What do you prefer? So I'm not here to tell you what to eat or how to eat. I'm just going to lay out some of the information for you so that you can decide. Okay, so here I've got pulled up a comparison between raw dark meat on a thigh and raw chicken breast. Now these are both meat only, boneless, skinless, just the meat, right? So now what we want to see on the chicken thighs is we want to see the whole thigh versus the whole chicken breast, right? But the information, if it's out there anymore, I can't find it. So the Department of Agriculture, they used to have their own database where they went through and they evaluated products from producers of all food, and they evaluated them for their nutrient content. So what they've done since the end of 2019 is they've kind of done away with their database that they had, and they are now relying on the producers to give them the nutrition information. And with that comes just a lack of information. So they just give them really just the basic, protein, fat, carbohydrates, sugar, maybe a couple vitamins and minerals here and there, but they really don't break it down like this, which is what you see now. I mean, that's what the USDA used to do, but I mean, so this is as close as we're going to get, is my point. So anyway, getting right into it, you'll notice when it comes to the dark meat versus the white meat on a chicken, energy, calories, they're about even, and this is per 100 grams. So each of these is, all these nutrients are going to be in every 100 grams of either the dark meat or the chicken breast. Okay, so a lot of these I'm going to skip and just go through the important ones. So the first one up, folate. A lot of people concerned with folate. Chicken breast, a little more than double on the chicken breast side. So this one right here, lutein and zeaxanthin. Pretty sure I got that right. Zeaxanthin. So these are carotenoids. These are antioxidants found in the eye. Most of the time they're found in vegetables. They're also in egg yolks, but turns out they're found here in the dark meat of the chicken thigh. So next, right through here, you have your B vitamins. Now every one of these is going to be higher in the chicken breast, minus this guy right here, and there it is, vitamin B12. So you notice B12's probably talked about the most, I think, out of the B vitamins. Definitely higher in the dark meat side. So down here, also higher on the chicken breast side, we've got vitamin A, and these are retinol activity equivalents. So either way you look at vitamin A, it's higher on the chicken breast side. Vitamin E, also higher on the chicken breast side. B6, higher on the white meat. So vitamin K is down. There's another vitamin K at the bottom, so we'll go through that down towards the end. Okay, so magnesium down here, higher on the chicken breast side. Calcium a little higher on the dark meat side. Potassium higher on the white meat side. Okay, so a lot of, especially anyone who's working out, doing a lot of strenuous activity, oftentimes concerned with magnesium and potassium. So just know, if that's you, it's definitely higher in the chicken breast side. Okay, so now down to what most people are concerned with is going to be the protein and the fat, right? So protein, definitely a little smaller or a little lighter on the dark meat side, 19.66 grams per 100 grams of dark meat from the chicken thigh. And over here on the chicken breast side, we've got 22.5 grams per 100 grams. So definitely a little more protein on the chicken breast side. Okay, and as far as fats go, so we've just got total fat down here. Total fat, 36% more on the dark meat. Now, the fat, because this is just dark meat only, from what I'm assuming. Otherwise, the calories, and the only reason I say that I'm assuming that it's only the dark meat without the rest of the stuff that comes along with it, is because the calories from all the other assessments of dark meat and chicken thighs that I've seen, they're significantly higher than what's shown here. But for this comparison's sake, just know that even though we're taking out the fat and we're taking out the rest of the white meat on the chicken thigh, the fat content is still higher of the dark meat here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and move on to this lower stuff. Cholesterol, for those of you worried about cholesterol, the dark meat is definitely looking like it's got about 22% more cholesterol in it. Okay, and what I was saying about vitamin K, see, vitamin K was up there being higher. It showed 0 on the chicken breast side, up on the top portion. So down here, this vitamin K, this is actually known as vitamin K2. And vitamin K2 is what's found in animals. Bacteria can convert K1 to K2. So this K2 is actually down here higher on the white meat side. So the significance of that, I'm not quite sure, because we would need to know how they're defining vitamin K up on the top portion, because there's K1 and K3, and even inside of those, there's multiple different things that you could include in each of those. So so that's really the nutritional breakdown of the dark meat versus the chicken breast. So now what I will say about the differences between eating the dark meat, whether it's a chicken thigh or drums or the chicken breast, is that this everything just kind of breaks down to what are your goals, what's important to you. Some people eating a little bit more fat is not it's not significant, it's not important to them, especially if you're on some kind of diet where you're allowed more fat or you're encouraged to eat more fat. Now, the health risks with saturated fat are definitely known. They're well documented. So that's always something to consider. But I'm not here to tell you how to eat or what to eat. I'm just here to reveal the facts. So really, I guess wrapping this up, if you want to eat the dark meat, just know that it's higher in calories, fat, lutein, zeaxanthin, B12, vitamin K, depending on what K you're talking about, and calcium. I think I skipped over calcium, but just know that according to this, it is higher in the dark meat itself. So main thing is, if you're needing those specific nutrients, or you're just okay with eating that extra, the extra fat that comes with it, or if you just like the flavor, a lot of people say, oh, there's just more flavor in the thigh rather than the breast. So it all comes down to what fits your life, what fits the rest of your diet, what's your goals, it all just depends on what you need to do for you.